Okay, so what I have done is strained off the plant material from my previous, as you can see, used black willow. Now, it didn't get as dark as I wanted. As you can see, here to here, this is very, very dark, and this is not. But what I have done, what I will do, is I'll set this aside. I will prepare my new plant material. Now, because I didn't want to sit here when I harvested this and pick off the outer and just barely the inner bark, I have a lot of the real inner bark. Now, this is the main part. Now, this is basically what the outer bark. Now, the outer bark will roll up when it's drying. It will roll up on itself, and so this is the, I don't know if you guys can, there we go. That's the inner bark. That's where, that's the outer bark where it would lay across the inner bark, and you strip this off. But I was a little lazy and didn't feel like, you know, completely getting all that. But that's fine. If you have some inner bark in here, it's not going to hurt anything. But basically, my main purpose for this is to not waste my grain alcohol, and what I'm going to do is try to get a maximum amount of medicinal property from my plant material. And how I'm going to do that is, once I've gotten all of my plant material filled up to about right here, I'm going to then pour this over it, and then let this macerate again for another 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. And so basically, this has been twice washed. Now, it's very simple, guys. Alcohol is a preservative, so you don't have to worry about anything with, you know, washing it again. I would not probably do that for something that is less of a preservative, but alcohol is a very strong preservative. And if you use high proof, of course, you're going to have even more of a preservative factor in there. So basically, to show you how I'm going to do it once I'm done with my material, is just pour all this already washed and tinctured liquor over the top. And then I'm just going to sit here and kind of stir my material in it. And then I will put my lid on it, label it, and hopefully the material will come out this dark or darker. It really just depends, guys. When you're wild crafting, you really never know how the plant material is going to react. Like I said, there are many, many factors in wild crafting, and of course the weather, Mother Nature, and how well she provides for the plants or whatever is going to be a factor. Location's a factor. Whether things were sprayed with pesticides, and I know this was not. This is in my mother's back field out where the horse pen's at. So if anything, it's got some good old horse manure around it, which is going to help fertilize the trees. And I'm not really worried about anything as far as pesticides go. But that's about it, guys. Like I said, I'm going to continue to fill this bottle up to about right here with plant material. Just stir it around. You want to make sure you have room. You don't want to have it too full. Now, the second part here, that's twice washing a liquid. Now, I'm going to twice wash a plant material. This is my oxymel. I made it 10/30, and in 2 weeks from that date, it will be ready to strain up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably take a big bowl, because this is a large mason jar. I'm going to take a big bowl and put a cheesecloth or a large shirt over the bowl. Pour this whole thing into the bowl, into the cheesecloth. Grab the cheesecloth and hold it up like this, and then strain it down, all the way down until I just can't squeeze the material no more. Then I'm going to take that same material, put it back in this mason jar, and fill this mason jar back up again with my sour, which is my apple cider vinegar, and my honey. And twice wash the plant material. So you guys, I have twice washed liquor and twice washed plant material. Now, this is so you don't have any waste. I don't want to waste liquor. It's expensive when you buy it, even if you buy the cheap stuff. You don't want to start wasting it. And I darn sure don't want to waste my wonderful plant material that I know I can get more medicinal value out of, because honey and vinegars and glycerins, they're not going to pull or extract as much plant material as alcohol. Alcohol is a very strong solvent, and so honey, and even though it will extract some, it's not going to extract as much as alcohol would. So if you twice wash it, it's great. You get good use out of your plant material for a second time, and if you've purchased this, you know you're getting your money's worth. So that's it, guys. Twice washing liquid and your plant material. And so I hope this was a blessing to you guys. And until next time.